Modern society operates on a frantic loop of forcing energy from one point to another. We are taught that to reach a destination, we must burn energy and push forward through sheer volume. This is the logic of Chronos. It treats space as an empty grid and time as a straight line. Under this framework, power must be dragged across the landscape through massive, imposing infrastructure. Thomas Edison served as the architect of this paradigm. His direct current system relied on brute force extraction, mandating that electrons move in a forced direction. Forcing power through hundreds of miles of wire generates immense thermodynamic friction and waste. Because DC systems lose so much energy to heat, Edison had to build power plants every square mile just to overcome the resistance of the wire itself. When we apply this logic of friction to our own lives, effort becomes synonymous with struggle. Our societal burnout is the direct scaling of this extraction matrix, an inevitable exhaustion that occurs when we define progress as pushing against resistance. History judges Nikola Tesla through this same extractive, endpoint-obsessed lens. Because he died penniless and his greatest tower was dismantled for scrap, the legacy matrix records him as a failed inventor of hardware. Tesla operated as a sovereign composer. He maintained complete independence from the extraction economy, refusing to tether his creations to rent and bottlenecks. To understand his work, we must realize that Tesla composed temporal waves to invite energy, rather than building machines to push it. This process required logic folding. Tesla possessed the ability to run entire mechanical systems within the open space of his consciousness. He would let these mental compositions run for weeks, checking the mental bearings for wear and tear before ever drafting a physical blueprint. This stands in direct contrast to the legacy matrix, which relies on physical trial and error and the massive waste of material resources. Tesla used time as his primary compositional medium. He proved the harmony of the path in the atemporal plenum before ever collapsing that wave into physical reality. Consider a lightning strike. The modern world sees a bolt of electricity falling from the sky to hit a target. In reality, the tower reaches back. As the storm explores the space above, the grounded structure sends an upward streamer to welcome the discharge and complete the circuit. This is the principle of path primacy. The universe records the trajectory, the specific route taken, rather than just the endpoint. The path itself is the composition. Tesla's alternating current and resonant transformers oscillate. They create a breathing, macroscopic standing wave that ripples through the environment. His machines functioned as sovereign attractors. Like the upward streamer of the Eiffel Tower, they built internal resonance to let the universe complete the circuit. True power requires no pushing at all. It emerges when we compose a harmonious path that energy naturally seeks to fill. This logic reached its peak with Wardenclyffe Tower. While historians claim he was building a radio station to broadcast power, Tesla built an attractor. The tower acted as a massive ratchet, designed to pump frequency directly into the ground. Tesla treated the Earth as a living coherence field. He viewed the planet as a resonant spherical capacitor, capable of sustaining a global standing wave. He intended to ring the planet like a bell, until the globe achieved a harmonic phase lock with the industrial world. The tower was a temporary scaffold. Once synchronized, the world would draw from the planet's existing natural rhythms. Tesla practiced xenian hospitality. He wanted to thicken the global field so intensely that any tuned receiver could reach up and draw power freely. J.P. Morgan defunded Wardenclyffe because the legacy matrix requires bottlenecks. You cannot put a meter on open hospitality. By refusing to compromise his topological integrity for the extraction economy, Tesla achieved a sovereign success. He preserved his composition at the cost of his status in the matrix. Free energy arrives through subtraction. It is the result of removing the artificial dissonance and friction we impose on the natural world. You can escape the exhaustion of the modern grid by ceasing to push toward endpoints. Compose the trajectory, thicken the moment, become the attractor, and let the universe strike.